Aang versus Korra.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people have a lot of opinions, but
So
I know what I think.
So I'm going to give credit to Korra for just being naturally better at bending and fighting, like fighting with her bending. Because of her personality, she is more of a fighter than Aang. She's more headstrong. It just suits her well. And Aang, being the air nomad that he is, he's more evasive. He's not as confrontational. Again, that's his personality. So if we're just talking hands, like straight fighting, I think Korra wins. But I think when you're matching up the avatars with each other, I think there's more to that than just fighting.
Are you saying that if Korra and Aang just got in a straight up fist fight, no powers?
Well, no, sorry. Not straight up hands then, I guess. Well, straight up hands, yes. I do think Korra can kick Aang's ass.
If Korra and Aang were just straight up fist fighting,
Yes.
no avatar powers, no bending, yeah, I think Korra's probably
Korra's destroying. Anyway, but I do think just pure fighting with bending, I think Korra would win. Even though
fighting with bending? Okay, let's be serious now. Let's get for real. Like, I don't know what you're talking about because it's not accurate.
I will acknowledge that she loses 90% of her fights in her own show, which I think is crazy to me.
Okay, let's be serious here.
She gets knocked out like every time.
Aang is the better avatar, point blank, period.
Yeah, I agree. As an avatar, because Avatar is more than just fighting, I think Aang is better.
Korra has known that she was the avatar from toddlerhood. She is a literal kid who can already wield fire, earth, and water as a child.
Because she's a natural.
The other avatars do not know that they're the avatar until they're like 16. When Avatar Roku, when you see in the episode when he's told he's the avatar, he is flabbergasted. But she is so naturally gifted, she knows when she is a child that she is the avatar. She then goes on to train with elite teachers. This is like being like, having one-on-one private school teaching. The best of the best, masters in their own bending fields. She should be a prodigy.
She was?
She should be handing out ass whoopings left and right. Yet, why is she losing to everybody? Aang was a literal 12-year-old boy who only knew airbending. And he was told he had to master all the elements by the summer. The Avatar trains for years to master elements. And they're like, bro, by the summer, the Fire Lord, yeah, he has to be gone. That's insane. He's 12 years old. And the Avatar is like presented teachers. Like they're like, okay, you're going to go to the Earth Kingdom and train with such and such. You're going to go here and train with such and such. They're masters. Korra, they came to her and they trained her. Aang's just like going around the world looking for, he's like, hey, anybody know firebending?
Yeah, like any scrub off the street.
Anybody know some waterbending? Who knows how to earth bend?
Oh, we found this scroll. Let's learn from this scroll.
That's right. They steal the scroll. Fortunately, he's not even a master when he goes on to fight Ozai. Waterbending, he leaves the Northern Water Tribe not a water master.
That's true.
He trains with Toph. Toph's like, you're not a master.
That's true.
Trains with Zuko. Zuko's like, yeah, your firebending needs some work. He goes on to then have to fight Ozai, having only really mastered airbending. And not only that, Ozai is one of the greatest firebenders, and it is Sozin's comet.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like 100 times more powerful. So let's be serious.
Okay. Well, I do think that Aang's ability to use the avatar state compensates for his lack of mastery.
The end of the first season, he uses the avatar state to merge with another spirit and become a literal spirit monster who then defeats single-handedly a Fire Nation army.
He unalived all those guys.
Korra doesn't even go into the Avatar state until after the villain has already been gotten. Side note, because this isn't like has anything to do with what we're talking about, but like Aang being a pacifist, but yet he be hurting people for real.
He was sinking ships.
Yeah, he was cutting ships in half. He was literally sending tsunami waves throughout this like fleet of ships. Yeah. And they're in the northern water tribe, so like the water is literal ice. Also, so people are always like, yeah, well, you know, the villains that Korra was fighting, they're like way stronger villains. Dude, Korra, besides Amon, Korra created all of her villains because she's such a shitty avatar. Let's just start off. So Amon is his own thing. He was going to be a villain anyway. But by the way, like for real, Korra, all that training, you shouldn't have been an amazing bender. And you let Amon take your bending away.
She fumbles a lot.
You move on. Her uncle is a problem. And she should have stopped her uncle immediately. But no, she lets her uncle punk her. And so she ends up opening the spirit portals. It allows that spirit energy to release Vatu. Vatu then rips Rava out of her and severs her connection with the Avatar line, which hadn't been done in 10,000 years.
That's the biggest L ever.
Okay, so harmonic convergence happens, and because she opened the portals and spirit worlds are now combining, spirit energy's flowing, guess what? Zahir becomes an airbender. Had she just kept these portals closed, not shit would have been happening. So Zahir then goes on to unalive the Earth Kingdom queen, which sets the Earth Kingdom into literal chaos. So that then leads to Kuvira, who is an Earth Kingdom member, wanting to do something about it. So that's when she's like, okay, I'll be the one to bring order. And then she uses the spirit vines that we got now. She harvests the energy from the spirit vines to make her spirit nuclear weapon.
Aang is more balanced as a person and as an avatar. I think that's what really sets him apart from Korra. Korra is just too headstrong.
Aang's bringing skills to the avatar set. She's severing the connection.